Hello YouTube, this is Galactic Marine 501 slash jexamwolfexia, and I'm here today with Gundam Exia Repair Part 2. So the next part you're gonna need is I'm gonna pull up MAHQ again. Gundam 00, Gundam Exia Repair. Here we go. Okay, so the next part that I'm going to show you how to do is, let's go with the, the shoulders. Yeah, that's the last part that I can do right now. Except for the chest vent, but... Okay, basically you just cut one of the chest vents down. Here, actually I'll show you that. Basically what you do for the chest vent, and I cannot believe I'm demoing this. Jeez. Okay, but anyway, what you do is you basically take your sprue cutter, cut the top as much as you can without damaging the peg off, and then you just sort of smash the peg into there, and then paint it black, or leave the little yellow peg. Or you could just put some putty in there. So I'm not actually going to do that. Just like get a little clay, shove it into the hole, and then you'll be good. Now, next I'm going to check. Okay, for this you're going to have the normal shoulder, but if I remember correctly, he did not have the beam saber on the back. Let's see. They don't have a back image of this guy. Usually they do. Command T. Gundam Exia Repair. Let's go to the Gundam Wiki. Usually they can help. Screw you, Gundam Exia. Gundam Wiki. Stupid Wiki. Okay. Well. This will take a second. Because the Gundam Wiki is really slow for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, let's look at our perfectly decent picture of the Gundam. Oh, fudge butter. Okay, well, that's basically stuck. Okay, now let's check. Oh, God. I don't have the picture now. Okay. Now you're broken. Good job. Okay, so this is actually not the shoulder that you need to customize. This is the shoulder that you need to heavily customize. Now, the way you're going to do this to create a mount for the cloth piece is, if you look in there, you've got the only vital parts that you need to keep is that peg there. Really? Because you have to take off the end peg if you want to reduce this thing at all. So that's inevitable. But the front peg you can... But the back peg you gotta save, or else the thing won't hold together. So basically what you're going to do is convert these shoulder plates into the double O's. And you do want to reduce this as much as you can. There. Actually, that looks a little like the double O's. It really does. If you look. Now I'll bring in the double O. The funny thing is, that's basically what they did with the double O. They just cut it down. See, it actually has some resemblance. Yeah, now, you're going to have to keep going if you want this to be good. Now, basically just cut. There's a slot in there. Don't be worried about that. That's just for the original Exia. They had that rubber piece for the shoulder to connect. And then you basically do it with the other side. It doesn't matter if they're exactly even, because Basically what happens is the cloth will drape. If they're not even, the cloth will drape in an uneven fashion, which is totally cool. It's totally okay for this purpose. And now that you have your two cut down holder things, cloth doohickeys, hang on. MHQ. Okay, yeah, you've got the normal Exia shoulder blade. Now, another thing that I would suggest doing so you don't have this bulge in the back is, if you can see, there's that beam saber handle. Now, there's only one really worrying thing, is that that's right on top of the hole that you need to keep on. But first, I would recommend cutting off the bottom there. Then cutting off the peg, because that's always trivial. Then just sort of going gung-ho into it. Take off a good portion. Then be a little more precise. And up. Yeah, I started to cut through, but luckily I cut through into the hole, so there we go. There we go. And now you've got your modified Gundam Exia repair shoulder. It's got a little hole in there where you can see through, because I did cut a little too much off. But in order to make it smooth, you have to cut it off. You have to cut a lot off. And yeah, so that will work pretty well when you get the cloth onto there. Now for the other shoulder, you do want to modify the back somewhat, because he doesn't have the beam saber and the peg is unsightly. And so is the hole sticking down. That would give you clearance for the beam saber. He lost his beam sabers, I think. I'm 97% sure. You honestly don't have to do this if you don't want to, but it will add a bit to your kit. Now, I'm going to say cut up a little more than the slot, and then just like leave it there. Maybe cut just a tiny bit to even. There. Now, that's almost perfect. That's about what you want. You still have the little part there, but that doesn't really matter. If you absolutely want that gone, you can get the Gundam Exia Repair 2 and get a smooth back piece. But yeah, so that's your... Once you have that done, you're rolling. You've got your back piece for your Exia's shoulder armor. You got your secondary shoulder armor there. And now I'm going to show you how to do the arms. First arm, ditch it, basically. Yeah, you cut off the arm entirely, one arm entirely. And then you, for the other arm, the beam Vulcan is slightly modified. No, it isn't. What am I saying? I want to check to see, like, can't see it here. But, yeah, the other side of the head has all the glass pieces in there, so if you want, you can paint half of them green. The ones in the arm will just be a waste to paint green, because you're only going to use one of them. The ones in the legs, sure. But if I had the kneecaps, I'd show you, you can... Actually, I'm going to use one... I'm going to use the arm that you wouldn't use. Let's see. Okay. So let's see, with that on the top, and that facing forward. This one would be the one that you wouldn't use, so... How does that translate? I'm going to say it translates straight across. I don't know. I'm going to pop both. I have another... If I get another Exia, I'll have another chance at these parts, but... And that's the good thing about starting this with the spare Exia parts. You have another chance if you fail it miserably. Okay, so anyway, Here's the arm that you're not going to use. In order to create some marring, what you do is you just sort of try to find a weak point in the plastic, and then just sort of use your plastic nipper to take off a bit. I really wish I had an Exia ankle armor, or knee armor piece. That would make this so much easier. There. So now you can see a little unevenness there, a little damage. That's what you want. You kind of just want to take off the corner of the knee plate. Look at mahq.net and under Mecha Gundam 00, Mecha Gundam 00, you'll find the Exia repair under Gundam 00 / special edition, which I don't know exactly what means. But anyway, yeah, you'll see it. There's a part taken out of the knee armor. He also doesn't have either of his ankle armors, which makes me wish I had the connector for the inside, but I don't. And let's see, anything else that I can mod. Was that on the original, or is that new? Gundam Exia. Oh, that's new. Okay. Okay, no, that's the repair too. That's the good repair. Okay, so for the Exia repair, you are actually, there's one other thing that you do need to modify, and that is the spike that goes onto the chest, which I just noticed. I didn't know this before. Apparently he lost the top piece of armor for that. So you're going to want to paint it gray first off. Hang on. Let me pop it off the tree. And for this, popping things off the tree isn't bad because there is random damage all over the kit. So, yeah, you're gonna... So basically, you just add authenticity. So anyway, I've got a little more time. See this piece here? That's cut off in the Exia repair. So, what you do is you just, ever so slightly... Make sure you don't penetrate the plastic because it's not that much of a drastic difference, but it is a difference. You just take off a tiny bit of plastic. There, up here. There we go. Oh no, I didn't do it. But basically, okay, and then right here you take off a bit. It would be best just to sand this, actually. Probably get it into a better shape. But basically, this piece here, you sand down just ever so slightly to get rid of some of that curvature. Then you sand this down just a little bit. And then you've got painted gray, and then you're good. So, this has been Galactic Marine 501 / jexamwolfexia, and I will see you guys at the next Gundam review. So yeah. I don't know when that'll be, but I'll see you guys.